Hey everyone. So today I'm going to see if I can show you how to do a manifold based rainwater collection system. You can see I've got one, a messy garage, but three barrels here. I actually picked these up from my a local car wash. They were $10 a piece. They're 55-gallon drums, and what's nice is they have these two threaded stops in them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that to my advantage to connect all of these rain barrels together. What I want is basically one downspout that comes into one of these barrels, and then using PVC connected on the bottom, because water always finds its level, it will fill up the other rain barrels from the bottom. That gives me just the ability to put a pump in this one end and then pump water out of all three at the same time. So we'll get started. I'm going to start by just sealing these up, because this will actually become the bottom. So I just have some silicone here, and I'm just going to seal that up, and then I'll be back. Okay, so what I did here is took a 3/4 inch hole bit right here and drilled this out from the underside, so that I have a nice fully open pipe here. I actually ran the drill in reverse to drill this out. It leaves for a better cut and doesn't bite so much, and find you have a lot more control over it. So that'll give me my full 3/4 inch hole to my 3/4 inch PVC pipe that will connect all these barrels together. So next I'm going to silicone this one in so that it seals up nice, and start assembling my pieces. Alright, so as you can see, those are both sealed up. You may actually be wondering why I have these out. I just found that these were pretty good. You can see these pieces here actually have notches in to turn them, and there's a special tool that the car wash uses, but you can see that this actually fits in there pretty well to turn it. So yeah, I'm sure there's probably lots of other things. Could have made one out of wood, I guess. But these actually work pretty well. Alright, so next what I'm going to do is flip the barrel over, and I'm going to put my pump in. I picked this up on Amazon, 2,500 gallons per hour, half-horse submersible pump. It's nice because it has an output for a hose, so I actually do have that on. It's ready to go, so I'm going to flip the barrel over, cut my hole for the pump, sink it down in there, and then we'll be back. Okay, so here I picked up this 8-inch flower pot from Home Depot. You can pick them up anywhere, I'm sure. What I'm going to do, I took just a rotary tool and took off this top part here just to change the diameter a bit. Probably hit this with a sander, piece of sandpaper, file or something. It's a little rough, but I traced this on top of here. Then I just took a metal saw, just went around the inside, made sure to keep my line showing. What this will do, this will sit inside of here. My downspout will actually come down in here. I'm going to drill holes in here, and this will act as like just a rudimentary filter for keep leaves and things like that out of there. But more importantly, this will be the hole that I will use to put the pump down in. So I'm going to do that now, and I'll be back. Alright, so we have that. I ended up doing it a little bit differently. Rather than threading the hose on, see if I can get this down in there. You can see what I did is I used a hose repair kit, and that's a coupler. I put the hose together outside of the barrel first, and then shoved it through the hole, and then on this end I had an old hose lying around. I just took the small part. It's actually pretty firm there, so it shouldn't kink. Once the pump and everything is all down in there, may take some silicone, shoot some silicone around in there, but that's basically about it. Okay, the pump is down in there now, just kind of sitting in there. Got my hose running up to the other side, so that should operate nicely now. I did cut a little notch out here for my hose, or my cord, and drilled some holes in my flower pot here, so that'll sit nicely in there. Probably, don't know if I'll silicone this cord up or not, but pretty much everything sits in nice. Okay, so this is where I'm going to place my rain barrel. Got my gutters coming off there. You can see it's not, well, I guess it is pretty close to level, but what I did is I had some old patio or landscaping blocks that I hadn't used. Flipped them upside down, that way the barrel can kind of be up off the ground, because I will have some tubing coming out from the bottom, some PVC that connects the barrels. So I don't know if this will be high enough, but it's what I had, so I'm going to give it a go. Okay, as you can see now, I've got threaded coupler, I guess. I don't know exactly what it is. A threaded piece here, and then I used pipe cement to cement together this 90-degree elbow. That's going to come out here 6 inches, and then go this way and connect into all my other barrels. Probably should have done this when I was working on the other side, but I had to work on the top. So, but live and learn as you make things up as you go. So I'm going to keep putting these pipes together, and we'll check back in a little bit. Okay, well, got my 3 barrels back here. As you can see, they are all tied into each other. So this one will be the barrel that catches the water. But then the idea is that it flows through the PVC, and because water finds its own level, all the other barrels will fill up from the bottom. Advantage of this is you get to use the full 55-gallon capacity. A lot of barrels will have a if they're in series like this, it'll have just a overflow into the next one. These fill up from the bottom. I did add a spout down here, just in case I ever need to empty the whole system or something. I thought it'd be a good idea to have. I guess you could just have that be a T, but figured just in case it was a simple connection to make, so figured I'd add it there. So that's it. So I got these all dry fit. I'm going to go ahead and glue them up, and then we'll be ready to test. Okay, it's done, all assembled here. Actually I have my hose just running in here, see if we can give it a test run. I ended up drilling a couple holes along this ridge here. I should have figured that out, but I was filling this barrel up, and the others weren't filling up, and it was because there's airlocks in those. So drilled a couple holes in there. Seems to be working much better now. You can actually see the water line there, and it's a little harder to see on the middle one, but if I come over here, you can actually see on the end one that this one's actually filling up too. So that'll give me about 65 gallon total with all the water there, so should work pretty well. And now we'll try to pressure test it here. one of the things I did is with the pump in there, I actually have bought a remote control. They actually had, I used it for my Christmas lights, and has this little remote control, so when I go out to my garden, which will actually be quite a ways away from this, I'll be able to remote control the pump. And I've got the hose hooked up here, so we'll just give her a little switch, and looks like we're going pretty good. So seems pretty nice. So that's it. Pretty much an afternoon of work. That should work pretty well for the summer. So leave your comments below. Love to see if you build one yourself, and maybe you do a better job than I did. Thanks everyone. Bye bye.